Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Come on in, guys. Come on in. How's everyone doing? Okay, apparently my... Okay. I'll have to look at that. It's not streaming into... Oh, there we go. Apparently I made something grumpy. Hey, Heather, welcome. Hope everyone have had a great day. Yeah, we are... You guys are like... most of you guys are probably East Coast, so you're in the middle of your afternoon, relaxing. I'm at the beginning of my afternoon. If Elaine can make it, she will be in her early morning. Let's see. Heather, hope everyone... Oh, why are we doing a double? We're not going to question this. We're just going to go for it, guys. Hey, Rita. Let's see. There we go. Oh, you're working on it. You're just having a little bit of an issue. But that's fine. That's fine. It's technology. We're used to technology doing things to us, right? Oh. Whatever. We're not going to worry about it. Hey, Elizabeth. Welcome. Hey, guys. Okay. We are going to dive on into planning. I know we're doing it a day early, but I'm looking at this as a trial run as well to see, because often when we do our Sunday night, we're literally just seeing where we ended up. And we have no more time to kind of fix things or to work on them or anything like that. So I'm playing with the idea that we do our session on a Friday or a Saturday. And that way we can, we still have time. I don't want to word this. We get to use it like a check-in at the same time, and we still have time to do something about it, about what we have planned. So just an idea, thought. Plus it worked out that that's the way that I needed to shape it this weekend, but I'm looking at it as also, like I said, an opportunity to try something a little different here and see if this will allow us to get a better handle on what we need to do and have the time to fix it if we haven't gotten to it yet. Fix it. I use that loosely, of course, like, right, guys? Okay. Well, I think we're going to get started. I know that we'll probably have a lighter crew today, just simply because we're in a different time slot, but that's okay. That's what the replay is for, right? Okay, guys. Right? Interesting concept, right? And I'm thinking, because usually we do it Sunday night, and then, like I said, there's nothing we can do about it. The week is done. The week is over. If we're checking in with our planners often, it's usually not a problem. But for some reason, if we get away from our planner, get away from our Kanban board for whatever reason, we don't necessarily get to check in and see. Where if we come together and we plan on a Friday or Saturday, then maybe we can still do something about it and we can still look ahead. So I'll get your guys' ideas on that. Okay, okay, guys, let's dive in. We're going to look at our weekly review and see how our week went. Of course, as I just said, we still have time, so we're going to do this lightly. We're not going to take it as seriously, because we know that this is our check-in point, that we can see what we still need to do. So your successes, your failures, your challenges, your biggest distractions, your best fixes, and what needs to be carried forward. That one's a little more loosely done, because the carried forward just simply could mean what we need to prioritize for the rest of today and tomorrow. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer, and let's dive into our weekly review. Let's see, where is my clock? I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Oh, there she is. Heather, yeah, I didn't actually get the to-do moved to the planner this week. Okay. There was a really interesting one from, I'm trying to remember, Taylor, I think it was Taylor, using the physical cards instead of using the Kanban board. I have a Kanban board, I just have to get it up on the wall to make it more useful, but I like the idea of the having the physical cards. I can't quite imagine the playing like a deck. I guess you'd have to have them like in stacks of type, and then you can grab one of each, and then you just choose what the next thing would be randomly, but it's still the next logical step in that stack. I'm assuming that's how they're doing it, because otherwise, I mean, what if you end up with that's what I was going to say. What if you have to write chapter 29 instead? Well, you could technically do that. Sarah Cahill does that all the time. She has a random number of chapters in a box, and she gets her kids or her husband or whoever to pick a random card, and she writes that chapter completely out of order. But say it was published book. It isn't written yet. Can't do that, right? You know? Hey, Elaine, welcome. I'm glad you could make it. Okay, guys, perfectly timed. 2-minute timer up. Let's do our weekly review, knowing that we still have the rest of today and tomorrow to get things done. But let's take a check-in. We're going to lose it more as a check-in today, just to see what we've gotten done, what we still need to get done, what we need to move up in priority to ensure that we get it done. Let's see, Heather, I did finally get to the lawyer. Right now I am avoiding mowing the lawn. It is too hot right now. Hopefully tonight. Do it tonight. Don't get sunburned. Still waking up grinning face. That's okay, not a problem. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer. Let's go on that weekly review. Check marks, slashes, whatever works for you. Go through your thing and through your list of what you set out for your plan and see what you've accomplished. And go. Let's see. A little bit up. Okay, how did you do? Let's see. I discovered that there's one thing for sure, I'm bumping to next week simply because it's not gonna fit into the weekend. We finally got bookcases. 2 of them got assembled yesterday and they're against the wall. The third one gets made today, and I finally have bookcases in my office. I'm so excited, guys. Elaine, I'm on track to get this book to beta 2 this morning. After a quick read through, I didn't get much else done, unfortunately, but that was my focus, and that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. I need to carry forward my Q4 planning. Yeah, I got as far as I got a vision board, which I actually quite like. I was happy to make it, and it felt good this time. Last time I kind of felt like I was, this is about a year ago, mind you, but didn't quite fit with what I wanted. It was kind of like what was expected of me of what to put into it, and this time I chose what mattered to me. And I kind of like it. And then, let's see what else. In terms of writing, not so much, but that's because I was building furniture, so. That takes a little longer than I always think it's going to. Rita, I was up and writing most mornings at 8 a.m. Woohoo! That's awesome. That's for the win. I decided to redo my writer's notebook in a 1/2-inch binder. Ooh, oh, I miss those. I used to own one. I love that. Looked at the local one, right? I think, oh, Staples? Maybe Staples? I think that's where I used to buy them. Christine, hi everyone. Hello, hello. Elaine, yay, bookcases. Yes, I got the 6.5, 7-foot ones, so 3 of them. I plan to transform this space. Rita decided to search Amazon. I'm placing my first order this week with supplies, still struggling with the digital photos. And that's going to be one of those monsters that's just going to be little by little. That's all there is to it. Yes, a Q4, yes. It doesn't feel like it should be Q4. I've done the same thing myself and said Q3 because I can't believe that we're heading into the last 3 months of this year. What happened, guys? What happened? Christine, hi. It's going to be a long day if I can't even type hi. Oh, I didn't. More coffee, more caffeine. I've had half a cup. I'm trying not to have as much, so you'll get the half awake. Read a half binder. I think A5. Oh, half binder. Oh, okay. I pictured it because I used to be able to get. I've had them for years, and it was the skinny little letter size binders, and they just had the smallest little rings on them, and they were so lovely. Couldn't fit much in them, but I found that was a good thing because once you load up a binder, it's crazy. It's too much. Which is why I am switching. I did actually. I'm very proud. I actually got in and I started to set up my new B6, and I just took Sarah's thing. I didn't want to print it and use it in the discbound anymore. So what I did is I printed it and I just cut them out. We're going to lose stuff. And I just glued in the pages that I wanted so I can be organized and I can have it the way I want. It's bound, which I prefer. I totally this time I decided that because normally in the a half-inch binder, discbound at least, you can't get more than, basically you can get your months in there and about a month to 6 weeks of actually weeklies and dailies, and then you can't fit anymore if you want anything else in the binder. So I decided that I would just go this way. That way all the months are in the front and I can actually just proceed from there. Let's see, that binder is a what? Oh, that would be, it's a Motorum cover in the B6 size. Let's see if I can find something here. What do I have on? Oh, it's a Post-it. Let's ignore the Post-it. And it's a Stelligy, B6 Stelligy. So the regular pages look like, oh, there. It's just a nice grid with the beautiful, I don't think it's Tomo River paper. That's what I was going to say. But it's very close, extremely close to the Hobonichi paper. So, and it works. It allows me to have that full. It's they don't call it a day free. They call it the 365, I do believe is the name on that one. And it has, at the top, it has a very small months, days, and what else do they put there? Yeah, the months, the days, oh, and then the day of the week. And you could just circle that out if you actually want to, if you don't want to write the date out, you can circle out or underline the parts that you want. I'm not sure which size to get. I went with B6 because I was using A5, and as you guys can see, I mean, when it prints out, it ends up being smaller anyway, and there's no way to make my printer cooperate. So I figured, if I'm working with a B6 size anyway, why not have the portability of a B6, right? Okay, guys, we are going to dive into our next panel. This will be an interesting one because we have time to fix this actually this week. What have you been avoiding? Why? does it still matter? And make it number one. Make it your first priority so you get it done and get it finished. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer, and let's do this. What are you avoiding and why? Okay, let's see. Heather, Rita, as for that, it depends on what your printer does. This is why I ended up with the B6. So if you can get A5 to work for you, it's a great size. But like I said, mine doesn't print it anyway, and it's annoying. And the discbound I've just spent the last quarter, or most of the quarter, growling at my planner instead of bringing joy to me. So I've decided to try something new. But if your rings are a bit bigger, if your printer actually prints an A5, don't worry about it. A5 is an amazing size. Like I said, I went to B6 for a very different reason, so it's all good. Let's see. I saw something from Heather here. This week I accomplished what I have been avoiding for the last month. I hired a lawyer. Definitely amazing and awesome, and I'm so glad you've done this. Now I need to accomplish the first task she gave me before Monday. Oh, okay. Oops. Sorry guys, I just grabbed my screen and it'll still work. Elaine, I didn't get to the gym this week at all because I was so focused on getting the book done, but I will try to get there this afternoon once I've sent off this book. I love this. And next week, more gymming. Yes, I love it. Actually, that's perfect as a verb. That is beautiful. Rita, that's fantastic, Heather. I agree. So glad you got that done, Heather. Definitely, and hearts all around. Rita, I'm still avoiding those photos. It's even on my schedule, so there's no good excuse. It's a sucky job. That's the good excuse. Maybe you can do like break it down that you do. I don't know, what would be a good number? 25, do like the incremental good, better, best, 25, 50, and 100 or something. And you could, that way you can always check off, because you're going to get 25 done. It's probably more about getting started than anything else for you on that one. So give yourself an incremental goal. I will only handwrite in anyway. Okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Christine, I've been avoiding calling the plumber, introvert here, and the thought of having someone else in the house is exhausting. That's you gotta kind of watch them. But if it's a plumbing issue, don't ignore it because it could get really expensive. So make it a priority, get it done. The sooner it's done, you're going to be happy that you got it done. The solution will be made there, and it'll be you will have functioning plumbing, which is what you need. I would suggest make it a priority, make it a first phone call tomorrow, today, whichever works, and get that in there, because that's an important one. Good advice. Yep, I just need to do it. Most are in separate folders. Yeah, and I mean, you can break it down by folder, you can break it down by number of photos, whatever it is that actually will be less intimidating and overwhelming and get you started, because that's really all you need to do is get started. All right, guys, this one is well timed, I guess, as we're all starting to look at the final quarter of the of our year. Let's see. So I highly doubt there's anything new to Q3, but maybe there is. I'm not gonna. I know that for me, what's new for Q3 is planning for Q4. That is something extra that has been brought in, right? Last few weeks, of course, we had to bring in Publish and Thrive. So, prep and research for Q4. If there's anything you just want to get out there, we have a couple weeks to get things in shape and understood, ready to go for Q4. Let's see, anything you want to remove or delay, new developments, and how do they impact your future plans? Jenna stopping in to say hello. I had to spend time between sprints doing life things, but looking forward to settling into the next stream. Love this advice. Perfect, thank you. And hi to Jenna from Elaine. Okay, guys. So yeah, let's, knowing that we have our HB90 planning in place, or started at least, I don't know about you guys, I only got about a third of the way through it, but that's okay, because I know she gave us an extra week, so I'm not worrying about it. I'm just taking my time, enjoying the process, and making it work for me. Let's do this. 2-minute timer, guys. Let's figure out what we need to get into our plans that from Q3 or Q4, and go. To do. Let's see. Elaine, I need to do my HB90 planning for Q4, which I'll probably start tomorrow. And I need to print and set up my Q4 planner. Also need to consider 2023 plans and my release schedule. I like how you worded that. Actually, that's really perfect. Face it, if you we can look at this question in two ways. We can look at it as what we already have planned, what we already have written down in, you know, for Q4 and stuff like that. But we can also use an opportunity to take 2 minutes thinking about where we want to go in Q4. I love that. That is perfect. And into Q1, etc. I love that, love that, love that. Hearts all over the place on that one. Thank you, Elaine. Okay, guys. Let's see. Rita, new to Q4, Nano, new novel. Set up new writer's notebook for book 1 and 2. Figure out and upload some cat videos on my YouTube before I add videos of my map drawing. Finish with photos. Sweet. Love that plan. Heather, new to Q3, that carries into Q4 officially. The divorce, Q4 prep, and Nano. Nice. I love that. Perfect. That'll be beautiful. You will be free and you will be able to start to move on and actually take back control of your life, which I love. Okay, guys. We are going to move into our projects. Let's see. Oh, before I forget, guys, we do have writing sprints at 5 p.m. Eastern today, so come and join me for that. That's heavily leaning towards going to be my normal time from now on, I think. It feels good. I kind of like it with my own schedule. It seems to work that I think it's maybe working better for you guys too. We'll check in maybe next week and see after we do it a few times and to make sure. But I'm kind of liking the feel of it, so you'll let me know. I hope. Elaine, also need to plan for Nano and the upcoming virtual retreat. Yes, we have a virtual retreat in October, guys. Woo! Along with Preptober. I love October, my favorite. We have Thanksgiving, we have Preptober, we have Halloween, it's a wonderful month. I love it. Okay, guys, let's put our 2-minute timer up for projects, active current, anything new. We still have a couple weeks, so there's room for new, potentially. Task steps, good, better, best goals. Again, like with Rita, breaking it down, something like, you know, with the photos, 25, 50, 100, so that she gets you in the chair, gets you going forward, right? Problems, delays, deadlines, and are they serving your bigger goals? Always check in, always make sure that what you're working on is moving you forward. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer, projects, and let's get it down. Okay, let's see here. Elaine sending off current book today to beta 2. Need to look over my notes for the next book and get them in order this week for writing. Then edit current book after it's rested a little bit. Sweet. Rita projects, finish book 2 next by end of year. I'm feeling it won't be, but won't quit. And if you get close, that's even, just you set the deadline so at least it gives you a direction. Photos, 2 folders, 2 flash drives by end of October. Maple River outlined and ready to nano. Accounting, keep at it. Sweet, love that. Elaine, I have a October 3rd deadline for the proofer on the current book, which should be fine. Beautiful. Heather, first priority project divorce, followed by completing work in progress and cleaning, sorting upstairs, which is basically a huge, I don't know what to do, or what do we do with this area? New office for you? Or is it too big for that? What would you love it to be? When you look at it, what have you always felt like that room could be for you? If you could do anything you wanted with it, let us know. As a person who is working with a room right now, that don't get me wrong, I love it. I have a space for writing. I do enjoy it, but this room is long and narrow, and everything that I want to do in it makes it difficult to do. But I'm getting there. So I can't complain. All right, guys, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Our smaller tasks: chores and errands, meal planning, admin tasks, banking, bill due dates, self-care, sprints you want to attend, and can you batch your shorter tasks together to make them into Pomodoros so that they're more likely to get done and they're not those 5-minute tasks that we can just get to, whenever. Heather, know everything that we have known what to do with for a decade is stored up there. Oh no, and now it has to be cleaned out. Oh, I know. I had one of those spaces. I know what you're saying. You do it by boxes. Give yourself the goal of 1 or 2 boxes a day, a week. I don't know how many, depending on at first glance how many you think are in there. Just give yourself, a box or 2 every 2 days, and that way you can you'll move through it. It won't stress you out so much, and literally don't worry about it. Like, just grab the first box that's in the path, and not even don't try to go and say, oh well, I should do. No, just grab the first box, get it done, and go. It'll save you. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer. Let's populate with all those little things that make life work and to keep the chaos away, and go. Okay. So how did you do? Let's see. Elaine, Jim admin, social media batching. I might also take a few extra days off this week since I feel a bit of burnout threatening. Beautiful. I love that idea. Get outside, enjoy the end of summer, the beautiful transitions. We're starting to see a little bit of red around here, just a little bit. Might use sprints for HB90 planning this week. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. Heather, meal plan prep, banking, mow yard, start war on mice. We live in the country and I'm starting to see signs. Oh, good luck with that. Exterminator if all else fails. We don't personally have them, but we do live in an area where there's a lot of commercial stuff around us, so a lot of restaurants, and unfortunately they tend to be in the area, so we are super careful about everything to make sure that they do not find their way into our house. Rita, 8 a.m. wake up, sprints, writing, library board meeting and stuff, everyday house stuff, morning pages of tarot cards, emails, and get outside. Oh, thank you for the reminder, Rita. I did pull a card for us. I thought this was perfect as we're launching into Q4. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Stay focused. And it says, if you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared, it could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There's nothing to fear. How sweet is that? I pulled that and I started reading and I was just like, let's see. Love Hobonichi deck. Love it. Yes, it's my favorite at this point. I have others. I want to pull them out, but I somehow just keep kind of going back to this one, which is okay. Okay, guys. For me, I realized that I think when it comes to things like Publish and Thrive and HB90, that because I've watched the videos and stuff before, I make a master list saying that, you know, to go through and watch the videos for day 1, day 2, day 3, break it down, right? But at the same time, I've watched the videos and most of them I don't need to watch again. I'm really looking for maybe going through and just seeing which ones I need the reminder of. Same with Publish and Thrive. Like, I didn't go through and do a lot of the actual hands-on setting up for like the different booksellers because I didn't. That's not where I'm where I need right now. I'll go back to those when I'm actually at that point, right? Rita, I so need to find that deck to go with the manifestation deck I have. Yes. I just got mine off Amazon. Some people had I don't know if they had a bad batch or something, but some people were having, who was that? I think it was Melissa. Melissa, she ended up with a bad deck and having to send it back. And then the second one was also, but that was already a few months back. So hopefully they figured that out and removed those ones. Because I had gotten mine like maybe 2 weeks before hers, but I didn't have a problem. So, yeah, just try Amazon. And, I mean, the price is pretty fair, and or at least it was at the time. Right? We never know with Amazon, right? Okay, guys, we're gonna dive on into our next important dates for the next 2 weeks. Events, birthdays, appointments, commitments, deadlines, note travel time, and if any action or prep is needed. We are also, guys, 2 weeks and we're heading into October. We're heading into a new quarter. So if you're going to be setting up, you want time to start setting up your new monthly calendar for October. Maybe get it kind of organized so it's a little bit a priority. Put a sticky note on it or something so you know that you're going to start checking in with that October calendar and build it up to what you need it to be. Okay guys, 2-minute timer, and let's look at our important dates for the next 2 weeks and go. Let's see here. Oops. Let's see, what do we have here? Rita, I do need to find that. Okay. Heather, daughter out of town for 4 days. Fixed meal for 40 kids. Church youth group. Appointment with the counselor. 40 kids. Do you have a plan? And I hope you have extra hands. That's used to do the hot lunch program at my daughter's school. So yeah, you need a team when you got that one going on. Okay guys, we are gonna get ahead. So this one, it doesn't need to be something you're doing now. It can just be something that you are looking at planning for even in the near future or even into Q1. If you know that something's coming up, which you're going to have that longer interruption in time, instead of forcing it and, you know, trying to continue to do everything that you normally do, you can create a buffer so you can truly enjoy the time that you are going to enjoy that time off. Take the time to heal, whatever it may be, right? Rita, let's see, Tuesday, library board meeting, task to finish, library program, the following Thursday, sprints, beautiful. Elaine, got to get book 2 proofer by October 3rd, but that is in hand. Nothing else at the moment except my own internal deadlines about prepping the next book. Sweet. Heather, I have a friend coming to help this time. Beautiful. Love that. And that'll make the work so much faster and easier. Excellent. Okay guys, so 2-minute timer. Just this one, I'm gonna say take it more as just taking a few notes to yourself of anything that you know is coming up in the future. that may be interrupting your regular life and your regular routines. That could even be visitors from out of town. You're not technically going anywhere, but you know you want to show them a good time. So it's you're not going to be able to have your regular writing time, your regular social media time. You're going to have to maybe have that stuff ready so you can actually enjoy the visit with your friends, right? So 2-minute timer, and just a little corner out of a page, and just kind of write out what you might want to, make room for, so you can truly and be there and be present. And go. Did you guys do? I started to put in some October things just on the light side, just so I can start planning, and actually not the doing, but the planning and where I want to basically be with it, so I can really, really take advantage of Preptober. I can really take advantage of our virtual writing retreat in October. We're also going to do some other fun things in there. We're planning some fun things for NaNoWriMo. So kind of, if I can start an idea file at the very least, or get some things down, when we have meetings and stuff, I can be more prepared and ready to go. So that's another way we can get ahead, is even just making notes to ourselves, so we're not coming from a place of zero. We're coming with a bit of a plan and ideas already in place. Elaine, I would really like to get ahead on the next book, so I'll see what I can do there, plus preparing outlines for my genre jump in 2023. Sweet. Rita, Thanksgiving, October. Yes, yes, Thanksgiving. I think it's on the, what's on the date for, is it the 10th? It's the 10th. Let's see, daughter and boyfriend will be home for the long weekend, house stuff planned for extended family supper, hopefully a new printer so she can help with that, and I need to download Microsoft Word. Nice. I bought a new printer, guys. I haven't taken her the box yet. I got a color laser. I've wanted one for years. I'm hoping she meets the standards of what I'm looking for. I've had a black and white laser for years now, and it's time for a change. It's time to bring some color back into my life. Let's see, Elaine, I need book promos too. Sweet. Heather, only thing I can think of I need a buffer for is Nano. Oh, that's a beautiful one. Thank you. That's a good reminder. Yes, guys, leave room that you're going to have that extra writing time going on throughout November. So Anything that you can do to give yourself a little breath so you can actually just dive in and focus on NaNoWriMo will help you to succeed. Rita, maybe she could also help me with the YouTube videos, put in all the special activities with heart breathings. Oh, I love that. Beautiful. Okay, guys, we're going to dive into the one that what I personally love is how to take those larger goals that we are finding overwhelming and break them down to make them easier for us to tackle and easier to start. Micro task, measured increments, next tasks of projects. Have your list in place so when you finish something, you know exactly what the next task is that you need to complete. Good, better, best goals, and break it down and get it done. Alright guys, let's do our 2-minute timer and take a look at our plans and see if there's anything that we can make easier for us to tackle and get done. And go. Oh yeah, let's see. What did you guys come up with? Elaine, I need to plan out when I'm going to write these new books for my genre jump and try to do some outlining on those along with my books already on pre-order. That might be in Q4 though, yes. And like I said, we only have 2 weeks left this month, but we can do a lot in 2 weeks, right? And if we start thinking ahead, then we also know sort of where we want to put our energies and the projects that are speaking to us and calling to us, right? Elaine, want to get the next pre-order book underway ASAP, so I'll try to start work on that this week. Word count wise, 5K good, 8K better, 10K best. And remember, give yourself that little bit of time off too. You've earned it, right? So make sure that you're not burning yourself out. Let's see, Heather, lawyer, will break down the steps in the divorce for me upstairs, create sections to work through. Beautiful, love that. Yeah, I just realized I have a couple strata council stuff that I have to deal with this week as well, but I will have to just kind of, I don't have to do them alone, so I think that I will definitely engage the power of the group and see what we can come up with. That I wonder if we could open a like create a Google Doc or something that we can all maybe work from or something, and we can rebuild this thing that we need to do. Let's see, Rita, photos, 1 folder, 2 flash drive, good. 2 folders, better, love that. I will try to use 1 25-minute sprint for that, love that. Writing for daytime, accounting, use 2 mornings this week. Oh, sweet, beautiful, excellent. Okay, guys, we're gonna go into Elaine's favorite one, reality check. Can you successfully manage to do everything you have chosen with the time you have next week? What should you delay? What can you not necessarily delay, but maybe make priority number 1 and then secondary priorities and third, so on. Break it down so that if time gets crunched on you, you know which ones you have to focus on first. Protect yourself from burnout on 2-minute timer and go. Let's take a look through what we've created and see if we can do everything that we've planned. Love it. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer. Let's dive into our plan and put maybe I don't know if you want to put a line next to things that are sort of the maybes, or however you want to do it. Put some kind of notation for yourself that you know that thing is going to maybe be a possible thing you get to if there's time allowed. And go. Self-care. Okay, let's see, how did you guys do? Let's see, Elaine, getting this next book ready for the proofer is definitely my priority, but next week will be more chill gently. I also want to prioritize the gym this coming week because it helps so much with my RSI. What does that mean? I don't know that abbreviation. I'm sorry. Heather, most of what I have is pretty firm. The divorce has the highest priority. Timeline-wise, the upstairs the lowest. Makes sense. Rita, I think I should be able to have all my tasks completed if I actually get those 2 mornings for accounting. I'm only out of the house one late afternoon for a few hours, maybe tackle one room. That is an excellent point. Yeah, we actually should add that in here. Are there any days where you're taken out of the house, where your routine is going to be interrupted by something you have to do? And not those quick things where you run out for, a half hour. Those generally are pretty normal. But if you're out for a few hours, that could impact your schedule, right? Let's see. Repetitive strain injury. Ooh, ouch. Is that what I have? I have a shoulder injury that I've had now for years. 11 years? I don't know. I've re-upset it so many times, it's ridiculous. Well, I'll just play laptop. You know me, guys, with it. Okay. Let's see. What is our final one here? And okay. So next steps. Because we're doing this a day early, some of this we will be able to do, and some of it will have to wait till tomorrow. But populate your planner. Yeah, my the shoulder injury is I don't know what to do with it anymore. It's too long, and it's my right shoulder, dominant arm, and I re-injure it probably on a daily basis at this point. Okay, so next steps: populate your planner. That one we can do. Your master plan or ideal week. That one you probably can also put together, at least some of it. Scheduling your self-care. Always, guys, take care of yourselves. Make sure you're taking time for you to relax and refresh and renew. Creating Monday's plan might be a little early, I know for Elaine it's probably perfectly timed. So sit down and get your Monday plan done if you feel so inspired to. If not, keep that for tomorrow and add that into your plan for tomorrow. And celebrate your successes as always, guys. We are getting more and more done, and it's amazing. Okay, guys, follow the plan and build your dreams as always. Thank you guys for coming a day early. And I guess the quick question is, how did that feel for you doing it a day early, knowing that you're entering your week already, having your plan in place? Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Is it too early? Does Sunday still work better? Let me know. And that way we can kind of figure out a good time. Sometimes I feel like Sunday's a bit of a squeeze, like we're sort of trying to cram it into what can be a busy day. So we can maybe think in terms of maybe a Friday or a Saturday. If you guys like that, let me know. Let's see. Thank you for the planning session. You're so welcome. See you soon. Tend to rely on these to get organized. Not a problem. I like Saturday plan. Okay. And time slot works for you guys, because we still have to leave enough time and energy for our writing sprints in 55 minutes. I like this time because it's Sunday for me anyway. Totally perfect, yes, but tomorrow also fine. Okay, we can still keep it. I'm trying not to move it around too much, because I like us to be able to plan and do and just dive in and get our stuff done and know that it's coming. But yeah, I know we can kind of do either. Let's see. Heather, thank you. Either day works for me. See you in an hour for sprints, which are more fun. Yes, they are. And that's true. If we do this, we get the hard work done, and then we get to have the fun, the reward of writing, right? Time is good too. Okay, sounds good. Okay, guys, I will see you in not quite an hour, and we will dive into our writing sprints and the reward for getting our planning done. Okay, guys, I'll see you soon. Thank you for joining me again. Bye, guys.